As we open up with the Fiji national anthem and before that the French national anthem, welcome to game number 4 here in the National Cup Division 1 here at McAllister Oval. Fiji versus France. Ian Doherty here, and joining me in the commentary position, Brendan Rhodes and Shane Fleming. Gentlemen, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ian. Great to be here. First game for the tournament for me, and I'm really looking forward to it.
No, it should be an absolute belter. And of course, Shane's up for long service leave. This is his 4th game in a row.
Yes, well, you come all the way to Melbourne, 4-hour drive. You might as well make it worthwhile, Ian.
No, you've definitely got your money's worth there as we watch a little
yeah, I think it's
war cry.
I think it's just got told just before. It's called the Thimby, this dance by the Fijian team. So
just hard to work out if they're
the war cry.
Are they aiming at their opponents or the umpires? They seem to be facing sideways. Very good. And the French arm in arm, facing up to that customary welcome from the Fijians, known as the Tribe, and of course the French team today, the Le Coqs, and a pretty good-looking side. A few local boys or boys playing local footy in the French lineup as well today. So just about complete, waiting for people to get off the ground, and the boys will take their position. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts on who's going to win this game?
Oh, look, for mine, I think they look very evenly matched. Looking at the two teams out in front of us, the French probably got a little bit more height about them, I suppose. But as we've seen with the Papua New Guinean side earlier today, I think the Fijians, they'll be looking to use the speed and pace that they have and try to open the game up that way. Certainly the conditions probably favouring them in that regard now with the sun finally peeking through. But seriously, Melbourne, 4 seasons in one day. They really have put it on today. Yeah,
no doubt about that. And, of course, we had the rain in our eyes before. Now the sun probably this afternoon will be a bit of a challenge, no doubt about that. And you're quite right there, too. Just walked past the Fijian boys in the staging area about half an hour ago, and there are some big bodies in that group.
No, certainly are, and look, they'll certainly be strong through the hips and hard to bring down. I think for mine, Fiji, if I had to tip a side, I probably would go with the Fijian team, to be honest.
I think they're the tackling. I saw the women's game earlier on, and they tackle, they hit hard, just as you'd expect from an Islander team, and that'll really set them in good stead. I reckon the French will know they've played a game of football.
So big Luana Vanoa and DuPont are going to do battle at the only bounce here in the first round, game number 4, International Cup 2017. They go away there. Luana Nua might have got the first use of the football. Plenty of players around here, no one able to get it out. Now they break clear, the Fijians. A little handball there from Vatiti. They move forward into their 50. The Fijians, they can't hit the target there. Ball running in towards the boundary line. They keep it alive. Picking it up there just in the pocket. Trying to dodge and weave through the traffic was probably a little bit ambitious. And the ball on the ground there. I think we'll be waiting for a bounce here. Very long time for the umpire to call that. We've got a bounce here. Deep in the forward line for Fiji. We've travelled just a minute or so into the opening quarter.
They're going to make it interesting for us if they let the play continue like that. The umpire's one down by Salathu. Chance now for Fiji deep forward. It'll be wrapped up again. The umpire will say, give it to me, right beside the behind post. Fiji kicking to the southern end in the first quarter of McAllister Oval. Big
Salathu there. Plenty of height on him. Looks like he'll be contesting the ruck there. No one really wins a decisive tap. They've got some numbers around this Fiji, but the French working pretty hard in defence. It's difficult to identify anybody out there at the moment. There's a lot of traffic around this football. The boundary line looms. Just a chain of handballs. A little shot in towards goal. A mark and a goal straight away there for Galuvu from Fiji, and they open up the scoring. Travelled just a minute into this one, and Fiji on the scoreboard. One straight goal, and the French donuts just at the present minute, gentlemen.
First perfect start there for the Fijians. Couldn't have asked for anything better. Really reading the play there, Kulovu, to off the pack. And just the opportunistic goal there right on the goal line. And, well, perfect start to their tournament, that's for sure.
Beautiful handball over the top from Mathanawai out of the contest there. He saw his mate Gialivu in the goal square. Got it to him perfectly, and yet first goal to the Fijians. The tap was won by DuPont for France. Trying to break clear there is Vatiti, who got the clearance previously. He has a little bit of a fumble and then got a hand pass away. Running off half back is Geta. He goes towards half forward. Oh, great mark with the one hand. taken for the Fijians on forward 50. He's backing himself to kick the distance here. It'll take a big long kick. A very strong mark it was.
From what we've seen in the first 3 games, probably should get the distance. This is certainly the scoring end with the wind at his back.
Comes in now, kicks long from the 50. He's going right to the line, but he is just off to the near side and through for one behind. That was Alapati Kiti who has kicked that behind. It's 1-1-7 Fiji. France yet to score.
And the Frenchman bring the ball back into play, not able to hit a target. He was going for the tall target there and he couldn't do it. Not very good below his knees, the big fella there. Very hard to pick these numbers up on the other side of the ground. Just loose handball, a chain of handballs there, trying to move it clear now. The French working really hard and under pressure in defence already. The Fijians fighting pretty hard. It's more like rugby at this point. Ball breaks loose now. Opportunity for Fiji if he can pick it up. Good defensive pressure again from the Frenchman. And it's still clear. I thought we might have been seeing a bounce there. The ball trickles over the boundary line. And hopefully that'll help open it up here. A boundary throw in deep in the forward line for Fiji.
Early injury problem for France. Jacob Rawalui is coming off the ground. I think he might have copped one a little bit low where you don't want to be copped. And he'll catch his breath on the bench. Ball back into play. One down for Fiji by Pauly. Can't break the zone. Goes again, Jeffrey Pauly. And the umpire calls for another ball up. Deep forward for Fiji. This has been pretty much the scoring end here at the McAllister Oval with the wind. And there is a shepherd paid in the ruck, so it'll be a free kick to France. Coming out of the defensive region. It'll be booted clear. Look like Napoleon out towards halfback. Mark taken for the French. That was Sardin. He kicks out towards the wing. France now bring it back inboard. Bit of a fumble there on the by Vunatabua, but there has been a whistle. No, that was from the other ground. Unfortunately, caught me out there, Ian. And we'll have a ball up eventually. No, we won't. We'll get a free kick. The umpire has found one.
Both teams looking like they're playing with about 17 on-ballers at the moment. There's plenty of traffic around the contest, and a 25-metre penalty here brings the Frenchman into their forward 50 just to the non-scoring end. I think distance will trouble him here. Looks for his right, in towards the lead at full forward. Both hands to it, couldn't take the mark. Ball hits the deck now, coming out there with Leo Varner. He puts it back into vacant space in the centre of McAllister Reserve. Opportunity for France to bring it back in towards their forward 50. Fiji with the numbers there. No one can take the mark. A little kick off the right there in towards the top of the square by DuPont. Just bounces the wrong way and goes through for one behind. Their first of the day. And they're trailing Fiji 1-1-7.
Pierre Labigang just coming from the ground too for the French team, rolling his ankle there in one of the marking contests. Didn't even, in the first contest he's gone to, didn't even get to touch the ball so far in the tournament. He's already coming off.
Vunatabua marked the kick in, sent it out towards the wing. Chance for Tui over, got it over the top. Now the Fijians can move around the tribe. This is Vatiti. He's been lively early. Kicks up towards half forward looking for Kiti. Couldn't take the mark on this occasion. Was he held? Umpire said play on. Little tap through for France. They've got the numbers. It's now with Girard. And he got caught. Tried to take him on and he got wrapped up. And a shot on goal coming here for the tribe. 35 metres out directly in front. And it will be Samisa Salavu, who can line up to give Fiji their second goal.
They've been absolutely red hot on that all day. The umpires holding the ball. They've as soon as the player tries to take the tackler on and gets tackled, then the free kick's been paid.
Salavu from 50 kicks into the man on the mark. Play on's the call. No chance of it there. Navuso now on his right, swings it around. It's coming back, and through it goes for goal number 2 to Fiji. A goal to Navuso, 2-1-13 Fiji. Leading France, just the one behind. A good start for the tribe, Shane.
There certainly is. Navuso, really good skills there from a long way out. They've certainly been obviously been doing a bit of work on that because they are very well skilled, this Fijian side. And the way they move the ball, they move it with speed and they link up really well. I'm quite impressed, actually.
Ruckman to go in the middle, goes uncontested. There was Luana Vunavuna. Straight through for France. Quick kick forward came from Daniel towards half forward. It was taken away, however, by Nwangatabu. His kick goes straight up in the air. Has to camp underneath it. Was punched away by Dupont. But there's been a whistle paid. Free kick coming back here to Fiji. And it's going to Luana Vunavuna, who kicks straight into the man on the mark. There's been a fair bit of that going on so far from Fiji. It's stopping their opportunity to get too much of a lead. Luana Vunavuna knocked it forward again. Quick kick by the French out of the pack. Only goes as far as Moses. He gave the hand pass off. Out towards the wing goes the football. Chance now here for Paulie. Swings back around onto the right boot. Spiral kick inside forward 50. How will this one bounce? It'll favour Fiji. Chance out the back for Maley. He can't pick it up cleanly. Trying to go through was Raiwalui. Back on the ground. Good to see. And the umpire sees a free kick for a hold. And it's going to France in the back pocket. And Laycock will come out of defence.
Already seen a couple of times the Fijian side prepared to switch the play and get it out to the fat side of the ground.
Just from a lead there from Gerard. He can't take the... Well, he hasn't, no. It's coming out there to Rawali from France. They've spilled it up now. Fiji with another opportunity. We're at half forward. They lead at the minute. Plenty of players around the contest. Someone bundled over the line. The boundary umpire says, I'll have that, fellas. Let's start again. Be a boundary throw in about 40 metres around from the Fijian goal.
Classic Fijian tackle, that one, wasn't it, from,
Sure was.
from Galevu?
I'm glad I wasn't getting tackled like that.
I've just got you, and you're staying caught. Ball back into play. On half forward for Fiji. Both ruckman wrestle and the ground hit the ball hit the ground untouched. Trying to work his way through was Dupont, who's had a bit of it. Diving into the contest there for the French was, I think, Dupont having another go at it, and it goes over the line. Galevu sees it over for a throw-in.
Boundary thrown again, just inside the Fijian 50. Commentary side of McAllister Oval here. The ball comes back into play now. Doesn't really hit the target. Vunabatua was there. He's collared, and he's not going anywhere with this footy. Umpire blows the whistle. There'll be a ball up. Going to be plenty of stoppages in this game, I think, Shane.
No, it certainly will. Certainly has been the order of the day too in a lot of ways. The first game of the afternoon between South Africa and Great Britain, there was plenty of stoppages.
Free kick to the tribe out of the ruck. Shepherd, said the umpire. And it'll be Jeffrey Paulie from the Rawaka Crows, who can back himself, I think, here. He's made no indication that he's going to pass the football from outside 50. It'll take a big kick from there. He's given it a good ride. The wind gets hold of it just at the last second and pulls it out to the left and through for one behind. 2-2-14 Fiji. France one behind midway through the first quarter here at McAllister Oval at Parkville Royal Park.
It's really outside the right post, that shot. He didn't probably give enough space for the win as the French bring it back into play now. Got plenty of numbers around the contest here. Ball on the deck. No one can really get it clear. It's just a rolling ball at the moment. As soon as it comes out, it's usually Fiji with it on the run, but on this occasion, no. And there's a free kick on play. It'll go to the French.
So on the outer side, a big crowd here watching this Division 1 contest.
And a 25-metre penalty there.
Okay, so marching forward, France getting an opportunity. They need to keep it tight in this first quarter. France kicking it to Fiji kicking to the scoring end. Nicholas Boucher has the football, and he kicks straight into the man on the mark. There's far too much of that happening, as it was taken away by Navuso, who kicks towards half forward, gets it into the hands of Keaty, who wants to play on quickly, does so, goes towards the pocket, dodging, weaving, turning back onto the right is Koroi. A flying snap on goal will miss to the near side from Masaki Koroi, and through for one behind. 2-3-15 Fiji, France one behind.
Alapati Keaty, he's a bit of a live wire, isn't he? He just gets the ball, takes off, and so far he's been using it quite well as well.
Very good pair of hands on the half-forward line.
It's Fiji by 14 points. Midway through the first quarter of this first round clash in the International Cup. The ball's out towards half-back again. The French fighting really hard for it. A kick up towards the centre-forward position. There's a whistle on play. And it's a free kick downfield, I believe, against Fiji.
Dumping tackle is the signal from the umpire. Yep. Slam tackle.
So it looks like it's there with Daniel, if I'm right. He's too far out to score against this non-scoring end. He's on his right, just drops it in towards the hot spot there. They fly for it. Plenty of bodies going around there, but no mark taken. There's a free kick being paid.
Yeah.
Push out to France.
Yeah, just not looking, going in the marking contest there, not looking at the ball as it was coming in.
And it is Monia. Monia's going to kick from at half forward.
You'll see a lot of those kicks we did in the women's game as well, somehow managing to put it back on the outside of the boot and get some crazy angles, the Fijians. Quick kick forward from Wesley into the pocket, and that's a good, strong lead and mark for the Fijians. And it's in the hands of Masaki Karoi, who kicked it behind earlier on in this first quarter. It looks like he's going for the Stevie J snap. The people in Australia will know what we're talking about. He's missed to the near side. So 2 behinds for Karoi.
He just put too much shape on that, didn't he, Shane?
He did, yeah, no, certainly did. It's good to see they get the AFL over in Fiji there. Obviously, I've been watching Stevie J for a few years, Karoi.
Seen a bit of that. We saw one from the Canadians in the previous game too. So they are seeing enough footy to be able to learn the tricks of the trade, which is great to see.
Coming out now to Sardine, who marks it half back for the French. They really would like a goal before quarter time. I think they could be out of time. He checks across there, intercept mark there. Salavu plays on. He gets a good shepherd. Drops it inside, deep in towards the 50. It's running towards the boundary line. The boundary line beat them all. Perhaps a scoring opportunity wasted that time, Shane.
No, it certainly was. Good read of the play there by Salavu, though. He read it well, took the mark, but just couldn't quite find a teammate inside 50.
Keaty was bolting over it so quickly that he had to hurdle his way up onto the brick wall down there to stop himself as the siren goes for quarter time here at McAllister Oval. And it's been a good start with the win to Fiji. They are 2 goals for 16. Or have I got that right? I think I've written the wrong way down. 2-3-15 to the French 2 behinds. And, a solid start to Fiji with the goal kickers Navuso and Kiolevu. And for France, well, just the 2 behind so far.
Oh, very good. That's the quarter-time score here in game number 4 of the International Cup of 2017 at McAllister Oval. It's Fiji 15 leading France just the 2 points. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to McAllister Oval here at Royal Park. It's game number 4 in the International Cup 2017. And it's Fiji 2-4-16 leading France, just the two behind. So huddles break from quarter time. Shane Fleming, what do you think that Andrew Unsworth, the coach of France, will be saying to his charges before the second quarter?
Well, look, I think they'd probably be a little bit happy with that to hold Fiji up. They certainly had more of the play, the Fijians, in their half of the ground. Probably not really making use of it. They're going a little bit wide when going inside 50. The Fijian side probably really needing to hit up a more central location when going inside 50. But look, France, as we've seen all throughout the afternoon, they're now kicking to the scoring end of the ground. I think it's probably about even 2-goal margins, generally what we've seen throughout the day. So they'll be comfortable in probably where the game's at. But that being said, they can't allow the wind to do it for them. They need to move the ball and hit some targets inside 50.
Looks like those trees aren't bending over quite as much as they were earlier on. I wonder whether the wind has died down just a shade. But I guess we're going to find out as we're about to commence the second quarter here in the round 1 game between Fiji and France. It is a 14-point ball game. Fiji in the lead. The French with an opportunity to kick with the breeze in this second quarter. And we're underway. There's a whistle there, a centre square infringement, I believe.
Yeah, going against the Fijians, I think.
Looks like it is. A kick to the French. It is. It's going to be Dupont. And he loads up, kicks towards half forward to a contest. They fly 2 against 1 there. Fiji couldn't take the mark. The ball hits the ground again. Boundary line looming. Little handball over the top there. Coming out to Nadakawad 2. Gee, I've done well with these names, haven't I? There's the whistle. The ball's gone over the boundary line. Centre wing here at McAllister Reserve.
Yeah, analysing the alphabet. Doing it expertly well, Ian.
Oh, not sure about that.
Free kick to the French. It's taken there by Monnier. He kicks up towards half forward. Good mark taken there for France again. They didn't think about the commentators when they picked these numbers, the French.
No, they're very small and very hard to read.
But the kick has found Boucher about 45 metres out from goal. Nicolas Boucher from the AFLA Lions. He will load up from just outside the 50. He's kicked it pretty well. That's a great kick from Boucher. He's put it through. France Lecoq have got their first goal. They are 1-8. Fiji 2-4-16. 1.5 minutes gone in the second quarter.
That's just the start they wanted, Shane.
Absolutely. But what a finish there from Boucher. He just kicked it very sweetly straight through the middle. And, yeah, look, once again, you marvel at the skills of these people. That this game, it's foreign to them. It's not a national game, and look, they're able to pick up the skills very easily.
No, they can indeed. As the ball's back in the centre of McAllister Oval there. Won the tap that time. Riccoli for Fiji, moving it towards half forward. It's just a rolling pack there. There's a high tackle. Umpire saw it. It'll go to Fiji. Can't make out who it is there. Have we got a...
Dylan Wolfgram.
It is too, Wolfgram.
Wearing number 30
That's
instead
right.
of 15.
We've got that there. He's got it at half forward.
He kicks into full forward. Paul, he dropped the chest mark. He did everything right to get there. Now there's a chance scrapping his way through the pack for Devui. Did he win a free kick? Advantage has been quickly taken. It hasn't been allowed, so it will come back and a free kick to Fiji. 15 metres out. Close enough to directly in front. And I think it's Devui who has it. He seems to be running away from the contest, though. So it will come back to Devui. So should be a quick reply to the tribe. From 20 metres out in the shadows. Bright sunshine now here at Royal Park after heavy rain earlier on in the day. Shane was right with the 4 seasons in one day. They say about Melbourne, if you don't like the weather, wait 15 minutes. As Devui comes in and kicks an absolute stinker.
He's missed a lot.
He's missed the lot by a good distance. Out of bounds on the full.
You don't see misses from 15 metres like that very often, Shane.
No, but it was always going to happen with the commentator's curse, wasn't it?
As the French bring the ball back into play. Very high that time was Venabatua. He couldn't hold the mark. Gee, he got some elevation, though. And the Fijians run the ball forward again. Little handball out there from Keaty. He seems to have plenty of the action. It's a turnover now coming out from the French, and they kick towards the boundary line. Not far from the commentary position and out of bounds it goes.
refreshing, Shane, not to see 20 players ask for deliberate every time the ball goes over the line.
No, it isn't, but they have all cottoned on to the holding the ball, putting the arms
Yeah,
out. We've
they know
seen
that one.
Yeah, well, they've got that.
Boundary throw in on half forward for the Fiji tribe. And ball has wandered away into the trees. It comes back in now. Over the top goes Salavu. Can he get it clear? Tackle without the football. Umpire says play on. Chance again for Salavu. Just threw it on the boot, and it will go away wide, too wide, and out of bounds on the full. That'll be a free kick to France deep in the back pocket. I think you're about the only one that can see out there, Ian.
Yeah, I think this is Flock, possibly with the
Fabian
footy.
Flosh.
He just kicks it in short towards half-back. No one can take the mark. First to the footy for TT from Fiji. Didn't really catch that kick. It's out towards centre forward. Lovely mark there by his teammate in Kakanatua. He plays on straight away, coming out to Wolfgram. He kicks it towards a pocket, and it's a lovely mark there by Salavu. He's within scoring range. This breeze has died right down, Shane.
No, it certainly has, yeah. No, you can see on the opposite side of the ground there, the trees, they're not moving much now at all.
So the distance shouldn't trouble him. He's on its way. It's going to go right to the line. There's a hand on it there. Just roving it off the pack there. Little snapshot at goal. Couldn't get it through. French defending desperately here. All hands and knees over the footy. A pack form's over it. That won't come out. The umpire says, I'll ball that up on the top of the goal square here. And the Fiji, deep in the Fiji forward line, they lead 16-8.
Probably need to be a little bit better there, Sam Ratty. Had the opportunity to kill the contest. Should have taken the mark, but didn't.
Probably wasn't enough talk there, I think. Probably hurt him. He didn't know that he had an uncontested mark to be had, as we see Mathanawai unable to break clear. And we get a ball up at the top of the goal square. Fiji in attack. Salavu tapped it out wide. It fell into the hands of Napoleon, who kicks it out towards half-back, but it was chopped off by Geta, who took a flying shot at goal on the outside of the boot and missed everything to the left.
Gee, just read that better than the others too. Geta there at half forward.
Yeah, they're blazing away a bit, Fiji. They need to take advantage of this kicking against the wind when there's no wind. They've got a chance to put this game to bed by half-time.
So bring it back into play there, just to a one-on-one contest. Paulie managed to get a fist on it, got it to ground. It keeps Fiji with an opportunity to score. It's inside their 50. It comes out of 50 now. The French have formed a little bit of a wall there to try and keep it, to get it out.
Free kick for a hold to Napoleon.
It is Napoleon at half-back.
So Pierre Napoleon wearing number 1. What other number would you give him? He goes short into the centre of the ground. And the mark has been taken there by Maxime Favero. He goes towards half forward, but he's turned it over. Mark taken in the front spot there by Tuiova, who goes out wide towards the wing. Strong grab, hit the ground running. The Tribe Fiji inside forward 50. Chance for Keaty at the back. Couldn't take the mark. He might recover the best. He did, but he had a fumble. Now he tries to tap it to his own advantage. He does so 2 or 3 times. He's still going, Keaty. And now there's a hold, a high tackle, and Keaty will get the free. He worked his everything off.
Well, that's a reward for effort, Shane, there.
Exactly.
Is, yeah.
Had his nose over the pill. 3 efforts at the ball.
Yep, 4 or 5 efforts. Only one going for it there, really. Look, you just hope now that after that he can make it pay.
So Keaty from 35 metres. No angle to speak of here to the non-scoring end. They lead Fiji by 8 points at the present minute. It's a woeful kick. It's an absolute helicopter, and you wouldn't believe it. Luck's a fortune. And it's been marked. Is it Vatiti? I can't quite make the number out there, boys. Can you see that one? Straight into the sun.
I'll work on that one for you.
Yeah, just keep an eye. It's not Vatiti. I can see him. It might be Kakatuni. As he moves in now from next to the behind post. It's on its way and through for just the one behind. 2-5-17 Fiji leading France 1-8.
Nathan Wesley.
There we go. It was Wesley. A lighter build on him too.
So ball to be brought back in for the French. It was Flosh who brought it in short. He misses the target. It's going to come back. Vunitabua. Did he get a kick away in time? Just. Chance now for
Be ringing in the French coaching box round about now.
Certainly will be now, and especially Alapatakiti. We mentioned him in the first quarter. He just looks dangerous. Whenever he gets the ball, he's making something happen, and once again, you don't want to let him get the ball that deep close to goal.
Back in the centre now, Lavana Laua. Didn't quite get his hands to that one. The French will bring it away here up towards half forward. No one can take the mark again with numbers though. The Fijians, Vellateri. He kicks a high one up just beyond the centre wing position. Position under it. And a lovely mark there taken by Corey. He chips it in towards half forward. They fly! No one can take the mark there. Gee, Sullivan got up very high. There's a shot on goal.
Oh.
That might have actually done the job.
It did.
It has.
Gialevu.
And Gialevu kicks his third for Fiji. They move to 5-6, 36. And they're leading the French 1-2-8. They're in control now, Shane.
They certainly are. As good a goal as we've seen all day there from Gialevu too. Just a lovely kick and floated straight through the middle. He got a little bit lucky, I suppose, the ball just floating. But, oh, look, good finish nonetheless.
The pace is really worrying the French, isn't it? And the tackling is still hard too, but they're just a bit too quick for them, Fiji. As the ruckman prepare again. Luana Vanua up against Boscard, down to ground level. Luana Vanua won it, trying to go through was Devui. Managed to shrug one tackle. Now running down the outer wing. The Tribe kick inside forward 50. Keaty got a bad bounce. Running onto it there is Koroy, who's kicked a couple of behind. Snaps it back towards the goal square. Just got in with a spoil, did Rat. Quick kick away for the French. Almost the mark taken by Vunatabua, not quite. Goes back again after the football. Snap around the half-forward line. There's plenty of numbers here for Fiji. Mark was dropped by Kakatini. Got it across to Iloma Gio, who got smothered off the boot. Oh, solid bump laid on Raiwalui. And the umpire comes in and says, give it to me. He got sandwiched between two Fijians there. Raiwalui from the Paris Cockatoos is actually a Fijian himself. So
he's a big man too, 195 centimetres.
Yeah, plenty of him.
Coming out from that stoppage now, just with his nose over the pill there. Favero can't pick it up there. Coming out now again, Gialevu, who's kicked the last couple of goals. He couldn't hang on to it. Laser tackle though. There's plenty of players around the footy here. No one can really pick it up. A quick little handball out there to Kiki. He couldn't get it. Drops the footy without acceptances, and it comes out, and French mark at half back. Actually, he hasn't marked it.
He's still a bit sore, Raiwalui, from that bump out here in front of us. Just trying to suck in the big ones. That's the second time he's been cleaned up in this game. As Fiji press again deep in the forward pocket. Running straight through was Silawa Masivu. Can he get a kick away? He can't. Dispossessed. Chance now for the French. Kick from Rat. Doesn't go anywhere in particular. Oh, clever piece of work by the French defender there in Dagois. He got dispossessed at the last second, just as he's about to get a kick away. Puts the step on, does Silawa Masivu. Kicks in towards the pocket. Chance there for Koroy. Couldn't take the mark. Backs up onto it. He's got a couple to beat. France with the numbers. This is Osterero. Can he break clear? No. Koroy still with an opportunity. Fed the hand pass back to Kakatini. He snapped around the corner back towards goal. It's swinging back. The numbers with France on the last line of defence. And Favero sees it over for the second rush behind of this quarter. Dying seconds of this second term. Fiji 5-7-37. France 1-2-8.
Gee, they're all over at the moment, Shane. And there's a lot of work to do in that coaching box for the French to see if they can sort this one out. The siren comes at just the right time for Lecoq. There's no doubt about that. It's half-time here in game number 4 at International Cup 17 here at McAllister Oval. And it's Fiji 5-7-37, leading France 1-2-8. 3 goals to Gialevu from Fiji, and then singles to Navuso and Keaty. A real live wire there. That's it, half-time here at McAllister Oval. We're going to take a short break and back with the second half of this all-important IC17 game right after this. Welcome back to McAllister Oval here in Royal Park. It's the International Cup 2017 game number 4 for Division 1. And it's half-time here. The players just breaking from their huddle. Fiji 5-7-37 leading France 1-2-8. And as they break from their huddles, Brendan Rhodes and Shane Fleming, what have the French got to do to get back into this game?
Well, to be honest, I don't know what they can do because the way the Fijians were moving the ball in that second quarter, it was very impressive to watch. And look, they just need to get their hands on the ball to start with, really. And when they do, they need to find a teammate. Just get back to basic, simple football. The pressure that the Fijians are applying on the French is pretty impressive. But look, as I said, just get back to simple football, get it moving forward, get it going their way, and start trying to get some meterage.
They're a bit quick, they're a bit clean at the moment, Fiji, so France have got to stop the fast ball movement first. And like, it looked good at the start of that second quarter when they kicked the goal in the first minute to get themselves off and running, but from then on, the wind dropped away that France should have been able to use to their advantage, and it ended up being a dominant start for the rest of the quarter for the Fijians.
So we're back in the centre of McAllister Reserve. There's a whistle on play straight off, albeit Fiji had got a big clearance there from Luana, but there's a free kick. Appears to be going to the French out of the centre of the ground here. Dupont it is on his right, kicking up towards the forward line. Napoleon can't take the mark. Butters up quickly. One bounce back into his hands, and he drops it into the forward line there. Fiji have got the numbers here. They can't pick it up, but that's okay at the present minute. Someone runs without it there. Might have been Velatieri. Finally a kick coming out back towards centre wing. Again with the numbers, Fiji. Paulie now spins around onto his right. Kicks up towards half forward, just to no one in particular. The ball hits the deck. A little handball on there to Vititi. He's been everywhere today. Another one across to Navuso. He kicks in towards the forward line. No one can take the mark. Looking for an opportunity. Oh, just a handball out on his own to Paulie. And he converts from 15 metres with no problem at all. And that's goal number 6 for the tribe. That's Fiji, 6-7-43, leading France 1-2-8. Gentlemen, I do apologise there. I wasn't able to find a place to hand over to you.
No, you're right. Mathanawai it was again with that handball. That's the second time today that he's fired out a brilliant handball that's resulted in a goal, Shane.
Certainly is, and it's probably one of the skills we haven't seen a lot on show today is the handball. It's not a natural skill for players that aren't accustomed to our game.
Ruckman will go at it. One down, cleverly back-tapped for Fiji. Vunatabua took the roving kick towards half-forward. At the base, Mathanawai taken for France by Boscart. He can't break clear. And eventually the umpires let it go. And eventually Fiji will get a free kick. Being grabbed by the legs was Silawa Masivu. And, well, he seems to like himself with the distance here. He's got to kick it a long way. He would be outside 50, I reckon, when he has to let this go. Padamosi Salawa Masivu plays for the Shell Harbour Suns in New South Wales. Kicks towards goal. It's to the near side. It's been brought down to the front by Keo Nwangatabu, and it rolls over the line for a throw-in.
So an early goal for Fiji, and immediately back into attack there, putting plenty of pressure on the French defence as the ball comes back into play now. No one wins a decisive tap. There might have been a bit of a push in that contest. It was.
I think it was very soft.
Yes.
And
I'm not quite sure that was there. Yeah. That seemed to be a very tiggy Touchwood free kick for mine.
And
the hand was on the back, but there was certainly no push. The Fijian player just propelled himself forward to win that free kick, Paulie.
Jeffrey Paulie it is. All 192 centimetres on. He's from the Rawaka Crows. He's going to be kicking this from about 35 metres. No angle to speak of. And it's for goal number 7. Looks like he's missed on the left-hand side. He has through for one behind. That's 6 goals, 8-44. And they lead France 1-8.
Yeah, it's pretty much one-way traffic. France just holding back the damn wall at the moment, I think. Trying to work his way through. Rat being thrown out of the contest without the football was Ubida. And he's not going to get a free kick. Umpire says, give it to me. Won the tap did Koroy. Back towards the top of the goal square. Maley Got a quick kick away for France. Camp behind the football was Luana Vanua. He got a hand pass across there to Vuna Tabua. Kicks up towards half forward. Tapped on now, Paulie. Fed it out wide. Here's a chance for Keo Nwangatabu, and he just misses to the near side. Good flying shot on the left. And just through for a behind. 6-9-45 Fiji. France 1-2-8.
Again, just falling down across half-back, the French team, just struggling to penetrate that half-forward line, and this isn't going to help either.
No, Vunatabu was marked the kick in from the French. He's right on the 50. He's going to bring it right back deep in towards the forward line. They fly through the hands of the pack and rush through for one behind. They're 10th at 6-10-46. Fiji leading France 1-2-8. We've travelled 4.5 minutes in the third term.
Yeah, just a class above them, Fiji, at the moment. As Osterero brings it back into play. Flying spoil over the top from Vuna Tabua. You watch the pace go here. This is Isai Moses. He ran too fast and he ran past the footy. Has to get back in. Flicks the hand pass up towards half forward. Backing himself to work through is Francois Daniel. He got a quick kick back towards half-back. Ball brought to ground by Monnier. Out the back, though, is Wolf Graham. Dodges, weaves, looked like he stepped over the line. Boundary umpires being blocked by the water boy from Fiji. Turnover time. The France team bring it back towards the wing. Oh, was well protected. The fall of the ball there by Girard. Dispossessed in the end. Fell to Vuna Tabua. He goes up in the air towards half forward. No mark able to be taken there by Vatiti. Still going through France. Head down over the ball. Was Tuiova, and he took him on and lost. That's a good decision by the umpire. Free kick to Lecoq.
And we're right in the centre of McAllister Reserve here. To a not often used French forward line, it's got to be said. Awkward kicking style. Drops it down both-handed there in towards the half-forward line. Two Fijians there. Spawned it out. It comes straight away there. She's got a dash on here, Legurka. He takes one, another bounce. He has run too far.
Do you think he took a bounce? I thought he definitely took a bounce. The umpire might not have seen it.
No, I think he definitely took a bounce, yep.
Yep.
And he may have been a little too late with it. That's Leone Magera. Gee, they're good names, aren't they? And Daniel will take the free kick for France.
Love playing with the exotic names. Mathieu Osterero has the footy for France. Goes short. Had to run hard to get there, Dupont, and he did, and he played on, goes towards half forward. Oh, good mark in the end taken. Oh, that's got to be 25 metres, doesn't it? Truyere, I'll get it right this time.
Well, he was either playing on or it's a 25-metre penalty, but it can't be neither.
He was picked up and dumped one leg and thrown over. This is caught is Jeffrey Sardin, I should say. That's a throw. The umpire on the wrong side of the contest to see that one. He just threw it away. So was that. A tunnel ball effect. In the end, it works well. Truyere kicks up towards half forward. At the back, a big spoil made by Moses. Chance now for the Fijians. That was Wolf Graham, who got a kick back into half-back. Sold the dummy and got around nicely, did Masivu. He kicks up towards half forward. Bouncing ball, getting onto it. Here is Nwangatabu. Has a bounce and goes for a run and then left the footy behind. They're that quick, Fiji. They're running quicker than the football at the moment, Shane.
Yeah, certainly are. Alapati Keiti just giving him a little bit of a mouthful too there. He was about 20 metres free on his own and in the pocket and would have been an easy goal.
I think Sharon might need to make a faster footy for the Fijians. A little shove in the back there, not noticed by the umpire.
Oh.
And there is now a free kick to the French.
Yeah, I think it was a low contact going in below the knees.
Quite low, in fact. A free kick to France at half-back.
Maxime Favero has it. On the defensive 50. Chips it in towards centre half-back. This is dangerous. The numbers again with Fiji. Front and centre, but dropping the football as soon as he was tackled. Duguay, no prior opportunity, so play on. Karoy got a hand pass out wide. Running onto it there was Valisu. He got a kick back towards goal. Pretty close. Oh, just through the hands of Osterero, who got back and saw it through for a behind. 6:11:47 now for Fiji. France 1-2-8. 8 minutes gone and a quarter in this third term.
And back into play from the French there. Could have been a free kick. Umpire let it go. Yeah, coming out there was Pinto from France. Little handball through to the middle there. They've got a little bit of a run going here now. Monia put down after he's got rid of it. There's a kick now at half forward in towards the scoring zone here, but no one in particular, and an opportunity for the Fijians to clean it up.
Fijian shoulder charge there, and he's still a little bit sore behind the play, Jeffrey Sardown. Chance for the French to get clear now. Needs to get a quick kick away. Oh, flying handball from Monier works well. Big shot on goal. Looks pretty close. That's a great effort. It's a goal to Lecoq. Nice kick from about the 50. And France get their second goal of the day through the agency of Benoit Trouillet. France go along to 2-2-14. Fiji 6-11-47. Just over 9 minutes gone in the third term.
Against the turn of play there, Shane.
Certainly was, but lovely quick hands off half forward too to Trillier as he ran past. And look, we haven't seen a lot of that from the French team this afternoon. They haven't had a lot of space to work in, but good work on that occasion.
Yeah, he just got a bit of pace there and managed to get away from the Fijians, which just hasn't happened enough. The tribe have been a little bit too quick on most occasions, but Trouillet got a metre and he made it 2 or 3 very quickly and kicked a nice goal.
So we're back in the centre here at McAllister Oval at Royal Park. Well, only one man went for that one. That was Riccoli. He couldn't get it to a teammate. Coming out now with the French. They've got an opportunity there through Rob Wiley. He shoots it across a handball. It's going to be a turnover and maybe back again. It's pretty messy footy at the present minute, but coming out now to Fiji for TT. He gets clear, can't find a teammate with it. The ball goes to ground. Picked up again, Fiji. They're just stronger bodies at this point. I think they're able to really hunt this in packs and pick it up. The French are under massive pressure here. Umpire's waving his arms, going to let it go as far as he can. Comes out now, a little kick to a man on his own, and it's Corey. He runs his full measure and kicks towards goal.
Oh.
And touched right. Oh, no, has he marked it?
He marked it inside the line, I thought. Yes, it's a mark. It's going to be a mark.
It's Keaty.
Yep, the goal umpire was that quickly signalling touched. I don't think she expected Keaty to mark the footy. And he did. Took it cleanly right on the goal line and we'll kick another one.
Keaty with it now in the goal square. We can write this one in, no doubt. There was one missed earlier from not much further out, but he won't miss that. That's his second. And goal number 7 for the Fijians, 7-11-53 their score. And they lead France 2-2-14. We've played 11 minutes into the third quarter here at McAllister Reserve.
Again, that man Keaty just getting dangerous deep in the forward line for the Fijian side. But as we said, you see what they do when they do get a little bit of space. That speed of ball movement and by foot, the Fijians. It's something to watch for sure.
G. Royce out on his own on half forward there before.
It was a smart kick too to advantage at the top of the square. One down by Navi Aluma. He lost possession of the football. I got tongue-tied on him there, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. Chance now for Geta to go through half-back, kicks towards centre forward. Oh, the boundary umpire hits the deck, but the mark was taken very well by Degois. He plays on up towards half-forward. Back with the flight of the ball. Navuso couldn't hang on to the mark. Trying to work his way through was Degois. He knocked it towards half forward. Good mark taken there by Tuiloma Gio. And then he took off and got run down. That's a great chase from the Frenchman. He doesn't even realise he's got the free kick, Anthony Gerard.
I think he just enjoyed the tackle.
Yep. Quite happy with that. Take the tackle and away they go. Kick inside forward 50 was good. And the mark has been taken for France by Vincent Monier. And he can line up for goal from 40 metres out.
Great vision there from Gerard there, just lowering the eyes, spotting up the target.
Monier from 35. Very close to the man on the mark. Gets under it a little bit. It's drifting off to the right-hand side. Doesn't quite have the legs. And rush through for one behind. There, 2-3-15. France. And they're trailing Fiji 7-11-53. 13 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Ball brought back into play for Fiji, and a good mark taken there by Paulie at half-back. Sets it up towards the wing. Karoy in the front spot, takes the mark and then runs away from Lachal. Gets a hand pass, a long looping handball. If this sits up, they're away. Vititi made it get there. Had to run his full measure, got a hand pass over the top. Steady, shoot on goal from Mathanawai. Just pushes it across the face. And through for one behind. So They could be a mile in front. Well, they are anyway, but 7-12-54. Plays 2-3-15, 13.5 gone in the third quarter. Fiji to the good.
So we wait on the French to bring the football back into play. Ground bathed in sunshine now after a very wet start to the carnival. No one can take the mark there. Bosco was there, couldn't pick it up. Fijians fighting hard. They haven't got the numbers around here, but that's the outriders you've got to look out for. A little kick in towards the half forward area there, but TT couldn't grab it. Little kick, a snap from Karoy again. This time just wide to the right-hand side and through for another behind. It's 7-13-55, leading 2-3-15.
0-3 for Masaki Koroi today. 7-13. Well, it's been a pretty impressive performance by the Tribe as the ball comes back into play, but not for long because he's committed the cardinal sin of football and he's stepped on the line. So it will be a free kick. A ball up at the top of the goal square.
How many times have we seen that today, Shane?
Yeah, there's been a couple, yeah.
I can't see there's any excuse for it.
No, there's not. And it's a bit like at the centre bounce too, when players creeping in before the ball's bounced up. Just shouldn't be done.
They're just things that aren't needed, are they? Paulie's kick was smothered by about 3 Lecoq. And there's been a whistle. It's a free kick to Fiji. And it'll be in the goal square too. And it'll be taken by Samisa Salavu, who will most certainly kick goal number 8 for the Tribe. That's his first. 1 goal straight for him. And Fiji go to 8 goals 13, 61, leading France 2-3, 1-3-9 is 2-3-15.
No,
they do have
yeah.
2. 8-13 to 2-3. 15.5 gone in this third term. 9
scoring shots to 2 in this term really sums up the complete domination by the Fijian side.
The Tribe are in complete control here as we're in the shadows of three-quarter time here in game number 4. The ball back in the air in the centre of the ground. Almost uncontested that time. Navuso was there and shooting a little handball out the back too. There he goes. There, Wolf Graham. It's a funny name. He shoots at a beautiful pass and hits Paulie on the chest. 35 out. And they'll line up for goal number 9.
It's almost a home game for Dylan Wolfgram. He plays for Chicana, which, as far as I'm aware, is in the same competition as the team who plays here, Royal Park.
So Paulie, it's a Dennis Lilly-like run-up, it's got to be said, as he winds his way in there. He kicks from about 40 in there, and it's drifting off to the left-hand side. And has it made it through from behind, or is it out of bounds? No, just the one behind. 8-14-62. 2-3-15, the Tribe leading.
Of course, I apologise to the West Brunswick Football Club, who in fact is a team that that lives here at McAllister Oval. To Gialevu, 2 to Keaty, and singles to Navuso, Salavu and Paulie. For France, single goals to Bouchard.
Welcome back to McAllister Oval here at Royal Park for the final quarter of the 4th Division 1 game here this afternoon. And at the moment, Fiji by 47 points over France. It's 8-14-62, leading 2-3-15. Gentlemen, it appears to be the tribe by how far at this point?
No, most certainly. They completely dominated the French team there in that third quarter, and just continue on their good work from the first half. But 10 scoring shots to 2 for that term, and you just think exactly there, Ian, by how far can Fiji win now? Yeah,
well, 47 to the good at the minute.
And I suppose with the Division 1 being a ladder system, percentage will come into play too. So if they can pile on the goals in this last quarter, then what will be of an advantage.
The 37-point win for Great Britain has them on top over South Africa in the first game at the moment. Now there's another centre square infringement here, and it's a free kick to Fiji. So they've centre square. They've infringed on the centre square twice and the goal square once, the French, as the kick goes towards half forward and Salavu takes the mark. Onto the left boot, kicks towards half forward. No mark able to be taken there. Ball brought to ground. Keaty laid the tackle. Little hand pass out, gives the French a chance. There's a whistle behind play, and it's coming back. Free kick to the French. No advantage able to be taken there. And it will be Sylvain Maley who will take it for France.
And he's chipping it in short. Couldn't hit the target. He was aiming for Trullier. Gives Fiji another opportunity. Under the pump here a little bit. A cute little handball over his head. Didn't get him anywhere. Trullier gets the ball back for France now. Spins around onto his right. Again, can't quite hit the target. This is danger time for the French here if the Fijians get a hold of it, as they have now. Little handball out to Keaty. He's got time and space. Just measures the kick. And, just hits it left. It's marked right on the line. And it's by Kakatuni. Yabaki Gade Kakatuni is marked right behind the, next to the behind post.
Serve a line. Small player, but I think he'll get this one, Ian. No, I've managed to jinx him.
Yeah, commentator's curse. He's missed a lot.
He's got it behind. He's got it behind.
Got the behind.
Kakatini. So 8 goals, 15. That could come back to hurt them later in the tournament, the Fijians. They have been completely dominant in this game against the French. They tried hard early, France, and they're still trying, but it didn't take long for Fiji to get on top. Ball brought back into play to the outer side, and it's coming straight back in again. Geta takes the mark.
He's been good today, boys.
He's been very impressive.
Certainly has.
So, Leone Geta, another one of those Rawaka Crows. Don't think he can quite get the journey here. He sets it up towards the top of the goal square. Karoi has a chance, and Karoi was marking that all the way.
He was just too good. Too big, too strong, and a great set of hands too, Shane.
Oh, fantastic set of hands. He's a seriously good footballer. You only look back 2 minutes ago to his handball out into space to a teammate to set up the first shot at goal for the term. He can certainly play.
He's listed as West Coast Eagles on the program. I'm not sure if that's the AFL version or if there's a West Coast Eagles team over in Fiji.
Oh, if you look at this, there's quite a few of them. I'd say it's a reasonable chance it's the local one. He on his right from 35 and right over the umpire's hat there and through for goal number 9. It's 9-15-69. Fiji leading France 2-3-15. Absolute dominance at this point, Shane.
No, it certainly is. And look, as we said at the start of the quarter, just looking to really pile on the score now, the Fijians, and boost that percentage, because it will be a factor later on in the tournament.
So right at the umpires to bring the ball back into the centre here. Going to give the French some credit here. They haven't rolled over. They've fought out every issue, every 50-50 contest. Just the Fijians just too physically strong at the moment. Levi Awana wins the tap. There's another whistle on play. It looks like it's a French free kick in the centre of the ground.
And it'll be taken by, I thought it was Rawalui for a second, but it's true, yeah. It goes towards the wing. The mark was dropped off the chest by Boucher, but he had chance to recover and then turn the kick over. It's coming back towards the wing. Pauly just did enough, the French defender, to knock that to ground. Diving into the contest was Boucher. Didn't make contact with the legs, didn't matter. Vatiti kicks up towards half forward. Here comes Karoy again. He's got size and pace, and he manages to get it towards a teammate there in Mathanawai, who has a flying shot on goal, and there's a push out in the goal square. So relief for the French. It'll be brought out of defence there by Fabian Flosch.
No score at this point. Relief might be temporary, though, as it comes back. It's already in the hands of the Fijians again. A shot up there towards the top of the square. And hits the post, I believe. It did, from Makanawai. And that makes 9-16. 70. Haven't seen a scoreline like that for a little while. And they lead France 2-3-15.
So Flosch has been doing the kick-in duties. He brings it over to the broadcast side. It's not going to get to the broadcast position because he's spotted up an opposition player on the chest, which he's done a fair bit, and it's Jonathan Mathanawai who will get another chance to have a shot at goal, and he didn't miss by much 30 seconds or so ago. He's kicked 2 behinds himself, but he's laid off handballs for 2 goals. So,
what's he learned about this shot, Shane?
Well, from where I'm standing, I can barely see it, Ian. So I've got a wall in my way.
He's learned everything. He has learned everything about it, and he's kicked a goal. Has he? Or is he going to say touched?
No.
He's going to say touched on the line. The goal umpire didn't look like he was sure. He waited quite a while before tapping his hands together. So Mathanawai has 3 behinds now, and it's 9-17, 71 to 2-3-15 for the French with just under 12 minutes to play.
And bringing it back into play now. They fly everywhere. The Fijians are just queuing up at this point. I think that was Wolfgram on his left, back in towards the top of the square. Little Kiti couldn't take the mark. A second effort there off the ground as he kicked it. Yes, he has. He's put through his 3rd goal. Alapati Kiti, he's a real live wire, and the 10th for the Fijians, 10-17, 77 to 2-3-15.
From memory, all 3 of those goals, they've just about come from the goal line as well. He just gets very deep forward, and he's got some good goal sense about him, has Alapati Kiti.
Just whenever he gets the footy near those goals, you're expecting something to happen, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, he's dropped the mark on the line twice and managed to get it to sit back up for him.
I wonder if that's a ploy. He might prefer the footy on the ground. He can play on.
Doesn't like the set shot from the goal line, maybe.
Yeah.
Ball one down in the centre by Lua Vanua. Kicks up towards half forward. Through the hands it goes of Karoy. Working through was Maley. Can he get a ball away? He can't. Brought to ground. Was able to recover. Ball tapped on and grabbed without it. As he tried to get possession, Osterero, so he'll get the free kick. Advantage was quickly taken. It goes up towards half forward for the French. Hand pass from Napoleon over the top, but it only went as far as Geta, who kicks up towards half forward. Trying to pick it up cleanly was Vatiti, couldn't do so. The umpire says, give it to me, and I'll ball it up. About 65 metres out from the Fijian goal.
They're just far cleaner with the ball, the Fijians, aren't they? You see the French team 2-3 grabbing a lot of the time. The Fijians are just one grab and away they go.
Yeah, and they're trying to do it again here. The French trying to bottle it up this time. They might have an opportunity to clear here, just to take the pressure off them temporarily. But there's a turnover already. I think that might have been Paulie in there with a little handball into space. There's a whistle on play, and it's a free to France.
Taken quickly by Dupont. Out towards the wing he goes. Long ball towards half forward. Now out wide. The French building. Here is Bouchard. He plays on quickly. Goes up towards half forward now. The bounce favours the French. But the numbers are with Fiji. Dodging and weaving and getting around was Luana Vanua. Well, again, he got around one and couldn't beat the second one. And that is the effort from France, refusing to give up and putting 2 players after the ball, Shane.
No, great effort there, great tackle, and not to give away the free kick too with a high or in the back.
Dagua kicks to the top of the goal square, but a safe mark taken by Jerry Vunatabua.
He has been everywhere today, Vunatabua. He clears now for Fiji out towards half-back, leading in the race to the ball there was Vatiti. Pick it up. The French with another opportunity now. Little chip in towards the goal square. Osterero couldn't hit a target. And, in fact, it has bounced out of bounds here. Deep in attack for the French. Is it on the full?
It's on the full, yeah.
It is on the full. Fiji will take the resulting free kick.
Now,
player down behind play too.
A player has gone down holding his head behind the play, about 50 metres off the ball. hearing signals that maybe one's been thrown, and there is a card coming out from the umpire. We'll see. There's a French player in the hands of the trainers.
Let's see who gets the card.
I think they're trying to work out who's actually who's thrown it. Trying to spot the French player who is down injured as well.
No card issued in the end.
Yeah, no, there is a card. There is a card, and it is due to Vititi, who is going off the ground, and he's been a huge player today. So he gets himself a holiday during this tournament. That really hurts the Fijians. Quick kick short from Boucher has been marked by Raiwalui. The French player just trying to get his breath just off the side of play as Jacob Raiwalui sets sail for home with a big long kick. Hasn't quite got the legs to the top of the goal square. It goes. Napoleon almost gathered front and centre. Couldn't quite. Hand pass out the back, and they can go for a run to Alomagio.
Coming out towards centre wing now. Fiji with the numbers around the contest. Player just bumped off the football there. Oh, picked up. That might have been a throw that time from Nawagabatu.
Mathieu Osterero is the French player going off the ground in the hands of the trainers.
And it was a throw. Boucher with the free kick.
Boucher goes in short and finds Favero.
Oh, you want to be careful staging him like that, mate.
I looked down for a second. The umpire's just laughing at him and said, get up.
Yeah.
Now gives him the hurry up, so he goes in towards centre half back and kicks it straight to the opposition. Unable to pick it up was Velisu. Still a chance here for Fiji. Trouillet for France managed to hold it up for a second. There's a hold here, free kick to the tribe. And the free kick will be taken there by Geta.
So Geta half forward now for Fiji. Just the 6.5 minutes to go before we're done for the afternoon. Fiji in control here. No one takes the mark. French look like they're going to clear out towards half forward for them. It passes through and reading it better, Vunabatua.
Vunabatua kicks up towards half forward. Camped under the football. In fact, they both ran away from it. Raiwalui couldn't gather. He'll end up with it now. It got cleverly tapped onto him by Dupont. Got a hand pass through. A little tap on was a little bit I don't want the football from Boucher. Towards half forward it goes. A diving effort from Keaty, who's come down into defence. Couldn't take the mark. Chance now for the French. Lecoq, hand pass over the top. There's a whistle on play. It's coming back for a free kick to France. And it's going to be taken there by I'll get it right, Clement Boucher.
Boucher chips it out towards centre wing. Sardine takes the mark. Zidane for France, and he chips it in short again for Boucher. Boucher from France now, just looking down the line. There's movement everywhere. He hasn't really got much of a lead on offer. And just stepping over the mark there, Vunabatua, there will be a 25-metre penalty. I don't think it brings Nicolas Boucher into range, although that breeze has picked up a little bit. Do you think he can kick it from here?
No chance. Not even Jaden Hunt could have kicked that. Ball towards half forward from Boucher to the 50. It goes left behind by Trouillet. Trying to swing through was Geta. Got a hand pass out wide. Putting on the afterburners is to Alomagio. Can he get there? He did. He managed to flick it through to the advantage of Silawa Masivu. He kicks in towards the forward pocket. Ball bounces over the head of Paulie. Tracking back and having a tumble kick on goal. Here is Keaty again on the goal line. Oh, great desperation shown there by Anthony Bernard. And he got it through for a rush behind to Fiji. They go to 10-18-78. France 2-3-15. 4.5 minutes remaining in this final quarter.
Well, very entertaining, Keaty, when he goes near the football, no doubt about that. The sun just disappears behind a cloud. Kicking in from France there, and Maley takes the mark. Still in defence, Lecoq. They kick it up towards half-back. Oh, it just eludes them all in the end, but Moses probably read it best for Fiji. Cute little handball back over the shot for Benabatua. Kick just grubs along the ground, gives the French another opportunity. Chipping in there was Daguerre. He kicks it half forward, but a turnover, and Fiji with the football.
Played on quickly to Alomagio. Worked out nicely. It ends up in the hands of Salavu, who runs around the outer wing, puts it out in front of a teammate, running hard. They are. Paulie receives the handball to centre half forward. He goes. Spearing ball towards the top of the goal square. Karoy couldn't quite hang on. Still going is Karoy. Snap back around the corner. Back towards the goal square again. But back with the flight of the ball and taking a good mark is Maley. the man from Blagnac.
Maley just read it better than his opponent Wesley on that occasion. In defence for France. He uses his left, kicks that towards half-back. No one can take the mark. The ball hits the deck. They come back again, Fiji. The kick just smothered. Another one along the ground, giving Wesley an opportunity. Led to the ball by his opponent on that occasion. The French under pressure here. It's Rawali, and he's caught with a footy. That's holding the ball. That's a terrific tackle there too, by the way. And has it gone to Wesley again?
And just couldn't get it away cleanly. The French player.
Just had no support at all then.
No one to give it to. I think it's Geta, the only Geta with the football, who's had a pretty good day and deserves to get a goal out of this, Ian.
He has. His work rate's been terrific. In fact, many of their midfielders, just so they work really hard for footy to outnumber when the ball's on the ground. He's been one of those. Geta on the way. He's just drifted off the right-hand side, and he's missed a lot out of bounds on the full. So no addition to the score. 77 plays, 15. Fiji in control.
We'll ask Shane a question with notice in a second, how he rates the chances of this Fijian team, having seen 8 of the Division 1 teams running around today. Of course, New Zealand and Nauru playing on another ground at the moment, so we'll have a look at them a little bit later on as the mark has been taken by Vuna Tabua. He sets it up towards the top of the goal square. Karoi at the back, front and centre. Snap over the head from Silawa Masivu. Doesn't quite have the carry and goes through off hands for a behind. 10-19-79 Fiji. France 2-3-15. We're in the last 2 minutes. Just Shane, your thoughts on Fiji's chances? They've taken France apart today.
Look,
I'd imagine there'll be bigger challenges than this.
Yes, no, I would think that there is. I think probably, for mine, the two teams that I've been impressed with, they both matched up against each other in Ireland and Papua New Guinea in the second game this afternoon in inclement weather. So we didn't get a great look at it, but I think they're probably the two leading chances for mine.
And it was Benoit Trullier marks for France. There was a bomb there from the big fella, but couldn't get it over the line. The French trying to run it out here. A little short into Le Charles. He marks at half-back, plays on straight away, handballs to a man under pressure. And umpire says holding the ball. He made no attempt to get rid of it when he was tackled. And it's a free kick to Fiji. And who's got it?
And Navuso, I think. Well, no, he's given up to Salavu.
Now, Salavu nearly made it with the bomb. He launched from almost the same position. He's probably a little bit closer from, I'd say, just on the 50. It's a decent kick from there into what was the non-scoring end. 2 steps, launches towards the top of the square. The pack fly for it. No one can win it there. The French with an opportunity to clear, and they do so now with a chain of handballs.
It was Rat to Boucher. Now it's taken away there by Mondin. His kick has not found a target. It's coming straight back in for the Fijians. Can they get one last one in this game? Back with the fly to the ball. Well, I thought it was a good mark taken by Maley, but the free kick has been picked out just off the contest. And Paramosi Salawa Masavu will have the last say in this game.
I love it when he gets it and I'm not calling.
There is the siren. It's all over, bar the shouting, and there'll be plenty of shouting from the Fijian supporters very shortly as Salawa Masivu lines up for goal after the siren. It's only the final margin that we need to check. He has pushed it across the face, through for a behind, and it's a 65-point win to Fiji over France in their opening game of Division 1 of the International Cup. 2 behinds in the last quarter to Masivu. Fiji 10-20-80 have dominated France today. 2 goals, 3-15. Goal scorers 3 each to Gialevu and Kiti, and singles to Navuso, Salavu, Pauly and Karoi. For the French, 2 goals, 1 in each of the second and third quarters to Boucher and Trullier. But a powerful performance from Fiji. And they're on top of the ladder after round 1, depending on what New Zealand is doing against Nauru over on the other ground. But top at the moment. They couldn't be any happier than that.
No, and I think one of the important components to that is 30 scoring shots today for them. They've showed that they have a fairly potent forward line. Good to see the players joining arm in arm from both sides there. There's a real community spirit to this carnival so far, particularly amongst the Division 1. It was pretty fiery in the USA versus Canada earlier this afternoon.
As you'd expect.
Yes. No, there was a bit of push and shove in a couple of the games. But, look, it's just one of the things that's probably been the highlight of the day for mine is the colour and the atmosphere that all the teams have brought to the tournament. And, really looking forward to seeing what the future rounds have in store for us.
I cannot help but agree there, Shane Fleming, and you must be absolutely exhausted. I want you to enjoy your trip home to Swan Hill today, mate. Great working with you. 4 games in a row for you. Oh, you've got a reasonable excuse for falling asleep while someone else drives back to sunny Swan Hill. Brendan Rhodes will be working together again during the course of this tournament. There's no doubt about that. But that's all we've got time for here. Just signing off from